Welcome to Lazy Movie Reviews. I got my boy Nate here with me. And we're going to go ahead and do a review on, what movie did we just see?
Mario.
Mario Galaxy?
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy. So, it was a fun movie. What did you think?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. And usually when I do my reviews, I like to break it down by the acts, going through act 1, 2, 3, 4. How did I feel after all of them? But this movie, it moves so quick that I think we're just going to do this differently. So anyways, I like to start my reviews out talking about the trailers. So let's go through that. All right, so the first trailer for our theater was the He-Man movie. What did you think of that trailer? Do you remember the He-Man trailer? And it had like Skeletor and all that. It was that really strong guy and all the colors and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, so when I first seen the trailers for He-Man, I was kind of like, okay, maybe. It looked like a banger. I thought on this one, it looked like it's going to be a banger. And then our second trailer was Sonic 4. They don't show too much, but I mean, it's Sonic. Did you like all the Sonic movies?
Yeah, I like them all.
Yeah, I thought all of them were bangers, and they're getting better and better each movie. So Sonic 4, we're just going to go ahead and say that's a banger. The trailer's a banger, whatever. So this is before his time, Michael Jackson. I mean, everybody knows who Michael Jackson is, but the Michael trailer, that's a banger. I can't wait to see that movie. I think it's going to be really awesome. It seems they're probably going to tiptoe around the controversy, but we'll see what happens. Then there was a movie. It's called The Breadwinner. It's like the mom wins a deal on Shark Tank and the dad has to stay home and take over. Do you remember that trailer?
Yeah.
Where the dad... I thought that one looked pretty funny. It looked pretty cool. That one's probably gonna be a banger, but it may end up being, like always, one of those they showed way too much in the trailer, but it looks hilarious. Then they had the Shrek 25th anniversary re-release. Whatever. I don't care. All right, and then the next trailer that they had was the Moana live action. And did you watch the Moana, the cartoon?
Yeah, I did.
Did you like the Moana?
I liked it.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I've heard the songs play over and over and over again. So I am looking forward to seeing the live action, but I cannot get over The Rock's hair. And he doesn't know who Fabio is, but anyone that's around my age, if you remember that dude with the long hair on the horse or pony or whatever, The Rock's hair is killing me, but whatever. Banger, I guess. The visuals look nice. The Supergirl trailer. Yeah, banger. I don't know what else to really say about that. It looks good, but the final trailer, Forgotten Island, I got chills. You gotta like animated movies and stuff, but I got chills watching that commercial. It's like these two friends. It shows them from becoming friends in school. Like the girl saying, "You want to be my best friend?" And it shows them like going through the teen life all the way to they're about to go to college or whatever. And they get stuck in this world where every like minute or whatever, or every like what I don't know what the sense of the time, like how that works, but the longer things go, the more they forget everything of their reality. And so they don't want to lose their friendship that has been so strong for all these years. That looks like it's going to be a banger. Like, honestly, I'm not saying it's going to be a better movie, but I thought that trailer was better than the Supergirl trailer. Like, banger. So we'll go ahead and roll the Sheamus clip.
Banger after 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 banger.
All right, so let's get into the movie review for Super Mario Galaxy. So yeah, as we already said, I thought it was a really fun movie. It just this movie is for the fans of the Mario universe and people who have been playing Nintendo video games, like especially like Mario, obviously, since like the back in the day times. Like we're talking about when they had like the side scroller where there's like the guys you had to get past and you had to get up the ladder and everything. Like they do a lot of callbacks to a lot of that. And did you ever see any of those games? Did they ever make like remakes like on the Switch or anything like that for like the old Super Mario games or?
Uh, I I've seen them.
Okay, so when you seen some of the stuff that they were doing in the cartoon, did any of it like do a callback for you, or were you kind of like confused on any of it?
They did like a lot of callbacks.
Yeah, and I think like someone that doesn't really know like a lot about Mario, it's like that they may be a little lost and wonder why they're doing it and the way they shoot the scenes because it kind of pulls out and looks like those video games. I think that may throw some people off and they'll wonder, "Well, what are we doing here? Let's just move forward." But this movie's not all the way for them, and that's fine. I feel like kids are really gonna love this movie. He's 13. He liked it. I think people who are like the 5 to like 11, they're not going to care. They're probably honestly going to think it's pretty cool how they did that. But I want to move into some of the new characters that they introduced into this film. Who should we talk about first? What's the character you like that's newer to this movie?
Uh, let's talk about Bowser Jr.
Bowser Jr. So Bowser Jr., I thought they did a really good job with him. Just the way you first get to meet him. I'm obviously not gonna do any spoilers, but there's an action scene with him in it, and it goes through this whole thing, and then boom, it introduces Bowser Jr. I thought it was really neat. The colors of the movie were just awesome. The music, I thought even the music was great, like in the background during everything. But when you meet Bowser, I mean, this ain't a spoiler because it shows enough in the commercial. That's also when you get to meet Rosalina. So before we transition to her, what was your thoughts on Bowser Jr.?
I would say he's just I don't know how to describe it, but they did a real good job on it.
Yeah, and the little like paintbrush thing he had, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's from one of the video games. I don't know if it's well, it had to be from Galaxy. I didn't beat Galaxy, so that's actually one of the Mario games I did not play. So the Galaxy references, I got them a little bit just from memes and like videos I've seen, like strategy videos and stuff on YouTube. But I didn't play that game through and through. But that paintbrush might be from either that game or one of the other ones. But I loved how they used that weapon and how he could just like create all these different things. Like that was really awesome. Rosalina, I did think they did a good job with Rosalina. I just felt like we didn't get enough Rosalina in this movie. Like, it just seemed like she was there, and then she was gone, and then you see her, and then she's gone. Like, it's just, Rosalina was all over the place. So, did you think Rosalina was a pretty good character? Do you feel like she could have been utilized more?
Yeah, she was a good character, but they could have at least given her a bit more screen time.
Yeah, I feel like they could have given some more screen time. The voice acting was great on her as well. So Mario and Luigi, I almost feel like
So I have to do a separate part for this now because I went to go do the editing for the video last night and the sound cut off. So we're just going to wrap this up really quick and say what the rating was. So Mario and Luigi, that's what we were talking about before it cut off last night or whatever we shot that yesterday. So what did you think about the dynamic between Mario and Luigi and, in the movie?
I don't know what to say, honestly.
I think like their brotherhood, they did a really a way better job showing the dynamic with the brotherhood in this movie versus the last one. So even with Luigi, they had a whole thing with him where he was a scaredy cat, and then he has to work through that. I won't say too much, but there was development. Even though the story moved really quick, there was still a development for Luigi. And then Mario was already basically this badass in a way, but you know, he has his little crush on the princess, and I don't know, and then just the way they mesh together with all that and everything, and I thought it was really cool. And then Star Fox, like, I thought he was a really cool guy. What was your thoughts when you saw Star Fox on the screen for the first time?
I was actually pretty shocked. 'Cause I didn't. I thought it was only gonna be Mario characters.
Yeah, and you know, with that, I knew because I have a suspicion they're heading toward like the Super Smash Brothers. Because in the first film we had the Donkey Kong, which wish we could have got more Donkey, but it is what it is. But since we had Donkey Kong and all that, and then Nintendo spoiled that they were adding Star Fox in, and right before the movie even came out, so I was thinking we were going to see even more special guests too, which we did. We won't say who they were or anything, but I do think they're heading toward a Super Smash Brothers movie, even though the after credits kind of threw me off from that, but it is what it is. But yeah, and they did this like animated art style when they showed Star Fox at first, and I thought that was really neat how they did that. I would love to see like a solo Star Fox movie. Like, I think that would be really cool too. And then Yoshi, I thought Yoshi was the MVP. Who was your MVP of the whole entire movie?
Bowser.
Bowser?
Yeah,
Bowser or Bowser Jr.?
Bowser.
Okay, yeah, Bowser was hilarious actually. And you know what? I'm kind of happy that the sound did cut off on us because we didn't talk about Bowser Senior. Yeah, his whole like thing, like what they did with him and the way they had him interacting with Mario and Luigi through the whole entire movie, that was pretty cool too. I did like that. I almost wish you could have got more of it, but you know, the movie only got so much of a runtime, so it is what it is. But yeah, for me, it was Yoshi. Like the way they had him like causing havoc and eating things and turning it into eggs and stuff. I thought that was really cool. So we got things to do this morning, so I'm not gonna run this too long. So I mean, it's unfortunate the sound cut off on the rest of yesterday's video, but I gave the movie a strong 4 out of 5. I think people who want to pick the movie apart, they're probably going to give it like a 3 or a 3.5. But the movie's geared toward people who just love Mario lore, Nintendo in general, and they love the video games. What about you? What'd you give the movie?
I would also give it a strong 4.
Yeah, and he ain't just saying that because I said it either. Because after we got out of the movie theater, I told him my rating, and he was even like, "Yeah, no, I agree with that." So, anyways, guys, we're signing off. Have a good one. Happy Easter. Oh, and Nate wanted to give you guys a special message. Easter.